Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to RLCraft. So, today is a day that I've been looking forward to, because we have cleared that dungeon, we have a lot of loot. I've actually got a lot of this stuff sorted, so like survival stuff is things like bandages, charcoal filters, torches, and then food stuff is, I've actually got it down here, I've got all that stuff in there at the moment. And then mob stuff, this is all just Lycanite's equipment pieces. Item pieces, which we might actually get into that today. We'll see, because we actually have quite a few like level 3 items, and we could maybe have some fun with that. And then I've got all this stuff, and okay, that's all. Oh, and then all this stuff. Yeah, because I didn't put the trap chest in until later, so I skipped it because this was the first thing that I sorted. And then over here we have this is just miscellaneous gear, basically stuff that has durability. So tools, weapons, armor in these chests. And then down here is plant-related stuff, and then this, I haven't put a sign on it, but this is like consumables, so arrows, TNT, potions. And then in here we have enchanted stuff, enchanted books, and enchanted gear, enchanted books, and enchanted gear, and then enchanted books and enchanted gear. And I also got some lapis and some books. And I finished this thing out. I actually got one bookcase extra. That's just because I like this the symmetry, so I tend to always go with 16. And I also got an enchanting table and a disenchantment table. I did go over to that old platform, grab the enchanting table that was over there that we, spotted a while back, because we do have the stats necessary to pick that up and to move it now. So, and then disenchantment table. Now, I know last episode I talked about, the disenchantment table is kind of nerfed in this pack. Basically, normally you could put the disenchantment table, say, where the enchantment table is, and it would get affected by all the bookcases around it, and it would lower the durability cost to where you could disenchant things and get multiple enchantments off of them easier. And normally you're able to still get, maybe 2 enchantments off, say, an iron tool before it breaks. It's actually nerfed down in this pack. So, in my test world, even with like full bookcases, I was only ever able to get 1 enchant off of stuff. So, for example, if I take a book and I take these greaves, because these have unbreaking, I throw this in there, throw that in there, I get projectile protection 2, it eats the armor. Normally it would just take a chunk of durability, but it's set up, it seems like in this pack, I gotta turn my night vision. Anytime I log off and log back in, the night vision shuts off, and so does the treasure seeking from the dragon's eye. And I noticed that even with like diamond armor, with full bookcases around the disenchantment table, it still just ate the armor, ate the tools, So I don't think we'll be able to get a lot of things. I don't know if it's bugged. Maybe it's not intended to be that way. Maybe it is. I don't really know. I'm not too worried about it. But that does mean that the swords and stuff that we found with mending, like this one here, we're probably not going to be able to get the mending off of that. And that's due to the fact that it's so far down, and I can really only get like 1 enchant off there. And I'm not too worried about sharpness 1, so I'm probably just going to leave that there. Maybe the pack, it changes in the pack. Maybe it doesn't. It's just whatever, but yeah, so just a heads up on that. I am going to disenchant a couple things here. Let me just grab these books, and there's Education 3. Yes, it can be applied on a melee weapon and will increase the amount of experience you get from killed enemies. That's from Better Survival. That's huge. That's actually huge for what we're going to be doing today, because I do want to build up some XP today and do a bit of enchanting. If we take a look at education, 3 is the max rank. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do real quick. I've got 18 levels. That's what I got when I was pulling all the items. I've got some more stuff that we pulled from the dungeon, but it's really just kind of miscellaneous junk. We'll get this stuff sorted in due time, but looks like we got 4 potion rings out of there, which is pretty awesome. But one thing I want to do real quick is I want to make a new... Oh, no. No. I don't want to just yet. We're going to hold on to the education. I want to go, I think, dragon hunting first. I do believe. And let me pull up the bows. We need 18 agility, and I've got agility up to 13 at the moment. And before too long, we will start getting into switch bow. I'm going to wait until we get to until we get some of our animal farms set up, I do believe. But, okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. Before I enchant anything, and before we start really getting into enchanting, what I want to do is let's go... I think the education and the looting, I'm going to put on the saber first. I think... because the mace is only a temporary solution anyways. So, yeah. But let me grab some arrows, which I only have 8 of. Okay. I know I've got some feathers, though. I can make some. I've got 24 feathers. Okay. And arrows, I can make them 16 at a time like that. That'll be great. And actually, before I do that, let me make some iron arrows real quick. Dump that in there. Let me see if this thing fires correctly now. Aha, it does. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to make these out of iron then, instead of, which is fine. Saves me from having to break down, I need to get that flint, or that, yeah, that flint gathering ability here before too long. But, okay, so we're going to make iron arrows then, since they seem to be working correctly. So there's a stack and a half of iron arrows. And I know my armor is, like, really mixed-matched. Oh, is it daytime now? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to head off to the snowy area. And it's summer right now. It's actually early summer. So I'm hoping we don't get too cold going through the winter area. We're going to be doing some thermal padding. We have the slime balls now to do that. But I'm going to wait until we make our new set of armor, you know, because all my dragon armor broke. I do still have some grayscales left, but not enough to make a full set. And I'd really like, ideally, I'd like a matching set for our long-term armor set. But that's fine. Oh, and before I go out, actually, one other thing that I want to grab, since we're going to be hunting ice dragons, like that's what I'm really after, is ice dragons. There is one other thing that we're going to need. I'm going to snag some bottles. I want those, because I want as much ice dragon breath as I can get. You know, we talked about this a bit back. Now, I guess technically, now that we're fire resistant, we could use fire weapons, and they shouldn't affect us because we can't be caught on fire. I think I'm still probably going to stick with the ice. I might use, like, fire on one weapon, maybe like the greatsword, where I can just cleave and set everything on fire. Might be something that I do. If you're not immune to fire, it's a really dangerous thing to add to your weapons, because like fire aspect is just, it's super dangerous, and it's the same way with the dragon weapons. But ice dragon blood will slow down the enemy, and it still gets the same damage boost and all that as the fire ones do, but it's just a bit safer to use. Oh, there's female turkeys over here. I'm going to, I think, take one of these back with me real quick. And just so that way I can start breeding my turkeys. Okay, so there we go. We now have ourselves a female turkey. And if I pop upstairs and I go grab some seeds. Once again, thank you, Tyler, for bringing this up in the... I can't remember if he told me on the comments or on the Discord. Might have been on the Discord. But still, thank you for... mentioning that turkeys need like pumpkin or melon seeds. Okay, so I don't know why I grabbed 4. We're gonna feed that one, and then boom, there's a baby. There's a little baby turkey. Okay, so we can start breeding turkeys now, and we're setting off again to try to find, hopefully find a good snowy biome to go dragon hunting. And maybe even a waystone close by. That would be pretty nice. Though the most recent update did make it possible to craft waystones. They do require nether stars though. But the nice thing is you can actually pick up those waystones. So what we'll do later on, we'll make ourselves a portable waystone where we can set it up like in the dungeon that we're running or whatever, and just waystone back and forth. But we've got to kill a wither before we can do that. Which we do have the wither skulls to do that. But not right this second. Soon, but not right this second. Oh ho ho! That's a Cyclops cave. Right there. And it looks like it's got bone blocks inside of it. Yeah, there's the Cyclops. Oh, now it's doing that thing where it hits. Oh, it worked that time. Maybe it was just being buggy. Sometimes it fires back and hits me. I don't know. I don't know why that is. These guys actually hoard up sheep and stuff. It's pretty funny because they do massive damage. Like, massive, massive damage. But you can actually make a sheep disguise outfit and sneak in there and they won't, like, attack you. You just have to, like, pretend that you're a sheep for a little while. So, I love Ice and Fire. It's one of my favorite mods. It's not quite as high as, like, Lycanites. Lycanites has been... I've loved Lycanite since, like, 1.5 or something. Like, Blood and Bones, you know, had it. And, it's, like, been one of my favorite mods. But Ice and Fire, it's up there. I love mob mods. I'm a sucker for them. Like Grimoire of Gaia. Also, another great one. There we go. He is dead. Okay. Oh, we got a floating castle. I'm probably not going to go up there today. But usually there's a bunch of like gold blocks in the back there. So worth checking out. If you're in the mood for gold. And there is usually a few chests, but I know the Recurrent Complex mod, the loot tables don't seem to be altered too much, so it may not be worth our time, I'm not sure. Starting to think this place might not be too crazy. I'm going to grab these manuscript pages so we can make the book. Just because, I guess. Do I want all these shears? Not really. Okay, well that direction seems to go to a desert. There's a Siren Island. I did forget to bring my atlas. That's okay, though. It was in my backpack, and I had put it up because I wasn't really using it to travel back and forth. You know, I've got my mount, though. We could summon that. 1 second here. Let me get over here. There's going to be a spawner in there. That might be the direction to go, to be honest with you. Alright, let's go ahead and drop you down. Oh, but I didn't bring a saddle. I didn't even think about bringing a saddle. Well, hopefully he'll be following me. And he and I can go travel the world at night, I suppose. We've got night vision, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I am going to knock out this spawner. Okay. There we go. And a loaf of bread, that's all we get for that. Alright. Anyways, carrying on. I was really hoping that chest would have a saddle. Even though this area is really not ideal for riding a mount through. In all honesty. There we go. Oh, man. I'd really like to kill him. Haha, come on. Oh, there's a strider. Yeah, my minion's tanking, which is awesome. Oh my God. What did they do to them? There we go. Oh yeah, 31 levels. Now we can do some proper enchanting. Hey, Frostweaver. Get me out of that. Yeah, but I saw there's a strider over there. They're a lot like the Silt Striders from, if you ever played Morrowind. They're a lot like those. Oh yeah, there's a fire dragon den right there. Oh, Wendigo. And I see you down there too. Reavers or whatever. Yeah. There's the fire dragon's nest way up there. Ha! My shield blocked it. I love that shield proficiency perk. I want to get some more levels on that because it basically just auto blocks things. A lot of things that are even normally unblockable too. So, okay, yeah, that dragon's flying around. I'm gonna leave him alone for right now because the fire dragon's not really what I'm after, anyways. There's a wildkin. Go ahead and kill that guy off. As you can tell, they're non-aggressive, but... Oh, there's the fire dragon. He looks like a gray one, too. But he's on such terrible terrain, I don't know if I want to mess with him. I'm going to continue climbing this mountain and hope that we maybe come across an ice dragon. Sometimes ice dragons can be on top of mountains, though usually they're in, like, the actual snowy biome type places. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I know where we're at, because that's the platform. That's the dungeon. I was kind of running around where that dragon was at, and I really don't think there's any dragons near here. Oh, and it looks like this whole dungeon, all the walls despawned. Because, yeah. Interesting. I kind of want to pop down there right now. Get away. Yeah, I still see some spawners back there, but all the walls despawn because the Lycanites change. That's interesting. We might have to come back there a little bit later. I don't want to right now because I don't have good armor on at all. I really don't want to go into any kind of dungeon today because I'm off to find frost dragons, which just might take a little while, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I just got back to my base. There's no ice, or there's no snow around here. What we might do is get on a boat and travel and see if we can spot something maybe and try to find some more waystones and expand our network, right? But since we're here and we've got a bunch of levels, I want to take a look at what we could get on some enchantments. There's Unbreaking 3. There's Fire Protection 4. What about Boots and Legs? Legs is Magic Protection. Boots is Protection 3. And Headpiece was Unbreaking 3. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I would like a really good headpiece, to be perfectly honest. I don't like running around with a chain headpiece. Started to go downstairs and it's like, oh yeah, I moved everything. What we're going to do is let's get ourselves... We might go with the gray dragons, because I've got one nearby I can easily go kill and make a full set. Well, I say easily. I'm going to have to work with the terrain a bit, because the terrain there is horrible. But maybe we're going to enchant this. And then I need to go out. I've got 30 levels in this, but I'd like to, you know, not waste levels. So let me go out and just finish off this level. There's usually a lot of mobs off over behind the house here in these woods. We're going to be working on the house a bit more because it's like nowhere near finished. Might just leave my mount with me, like going through like areas like this. Yeah, he does some work. He's good for hunting because he just kind of stays out indefinitely. And if he takes enough damage that he dies, he does despawn for a little while, but then he'll come. Then you can summon him back, you know. But he's like the perfect hunting companion, I think. We need to get some creatures tamed too, and I need to grab a saddle while I'm here also, so we can actually ride him. There we go. Level 30. And we are going to do something a little bit different here in just a minute. Because these things seem to hold exactly 30 levels, so we're gonna use that to our advantage. But if we enchant this, we get Unbreaking 3 on it, and that's all it got. Okay. Well, that's okay. I was really hoping for, you know, maybe a bit more on that. But I've got some books sitting around here, so we'll use some of these. And actually, what do we get? Agility 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to grab stuff that's got protection on the top. Enchant. Drop this in here and snag it off. So there's a protection 2. And I think we're just going to go with protection on most of our gear because it's more, you know, it covers more bases, I guess. Now, I think there's, yeah, there's advanced protection, and there might be a supreme protection. No, it just goes to advanced, but it's the advanced version of protection. So long term, we may go with like advanced protection, but it might take us a little while to get that, so we're not going to right this second. There's protection 3 on these diamond legs that are masterful quality. Do I have anything else with protection 3? I hate to pull that off of there. Yeah, I've got 2 protection 2s right here, so I'll do that. Combine those. Combine those. There's protection 4. And then we'll drop that on there. Unbreaking 3, protection 4. Oh, this iron helmet actually has protection 4 on it. I did not even see this thing. That's pretty nice. I'm just kind of going through and seeing what all we've got. I don't think we can take magic protection and... I mean, I think it's either or. Reduces damage from magic attacks. Yeah. Okay, and then I do have an Aqua Affinity book, so we might apply that. I'd also like to get Respiration. But I didn't see any helmets with Respiration at the moment. But this is going to require that we have 9 levels. So I might, for right now, just put this away. I don't need Aqua Affinity at the moment. And so we've got a helmet right now with Unbreaking 3 and Protection 4, which is going to make our head pretty resistant to damage. Now, another thing that I would like to do, I keep coming down here because I'm used to my dragon scales being down here and not up here. I'm going to grab our gray dragon skulls and our scales. We're going to drop that in, and hit this button. We've got plus 0.5 luck. I don't really want that. Let's try again. We got plus 0.5 luck. Okay. Crumbling. Awesome. When you lose armor, toughness, armor, and magic shielding. That's plus 0.5 armor. I've got a couple more. Plus 0.5 luck. Minus 1 armor. Of course, the last one I would get something terrible. Okay, so I've got to get more gray dragon skulls, or scales, to really be able to do much more with that. Okay, so that's about all the damage I can do at the moment. We do have a nice headpiece. Okay, I wanted to pop you guys in. I've just been sailing around, like, through the ocean here. I came across a couple villages. Nothing all that crazy in them so far. But I did come across this village, and I wanted to pop you in because I found... This one has a greenhouse. So there's greenhouse glass on top of this. And I'm actually not sure. Can I just break this off with a pick? Is that okay for me to do that? Let's see. No, we're going to have Silk Touch. That's fine, because I've actually got a Silk Touch tool that I can actually disenchant and get the Silk Touch off of it. Oh, there is a chest down there, though. Smash it. Nothing that I want, though. And I've been looking for librarians. The only one I found has Bane of Arthropods 4. Oh, you know what this is? This is one of those dinky dungeons. Probably not so dinky in this pack. But if you recall, they were from... oh, I can't remember what pack that was, where they weren't all that great. There's something over there, too. I'm not going to go in it right this second. It's all junk. I'm not going to go in it right this second because my armor's pretty much terrible at the moment, but we will go in that soon. We'll have to keep that in mind. Those are pretty much just like a... They tend to be really crazy because the rooms are all like open and there's just spawners all over the place and chests all over the place, and it's not as structured. That's what makes roguelike dungeons a bit easier, is because they're structured. And especially with the ability to kill enough mobs where the spawners will quit spawning, It makes them quite a bit easier, but that dungeon down there is probably going to be a bit tougher, I imagine. Okay, my inventory's like full up again. I'm going to go dump this off real quick, and then we'll probably go check out whatever that structure over there is. There's a big meal down there. It does take XP to teleport now through these areas, but... And I've actually been stockpiling wood because it seems like all these villages have one of those wood depots. So I have a massive amount. Okay, that's a guard tower. Ooh, what's that structure over there too? Oh, you know what? No, that's entrances to that quote-unquote dinky dungeon. And that's what that is, I bet, too. Because they'll always have multiple entrances to get into them. And I'll bet you that's what that is. I know that's what this is. Yep. Kind of excited to check that out. I just don't want to go down there with the armor I've got right now. We'll wait a little bit and go in there with some proper armor. It's one of these 2-story houses, like halfway buried into the ground here. I'll take potatoes and bread. I haven't farmed any this year, and I'm probably not going to this year because I've actually got so much food. Honestly, just from exploring. Like, constantly exploring, you have, like, constant food. Now, is this another entrance to the Dinky Dungeon? Because normally these only have 3 entrances. Yeah, this is another entrance. Either that or there's 2 dinky dungeons like right next to each other. I don't know for sure. What is this, though? Oh, this is one of those Easter Island heads. Yeah. Now these, I can't remember. Do these have the gems for the eyes? I don't remember. No, they got wool for eyes. Okay. So we're going to push on. Okay, well, what's this big mansion? I think that's just one of the big recurrent complex mansions, but they've actually got some really good looking ones. Yeah, I came out on the back side of this. I need to go around to the proper front. Oh yeah. Oh no, this is one of those weird redstone altar things. Okay, these places are weird. Bunch of junk. These recurrent complex structures seem to never have any kind of decent, but... Hey, buddy. Goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, yeah, see, they're just heads, and then, I don't know what these things are supposed to be, but these places are weird. I'm going to steal all the Steve heads, though. Just because I can. Sadly, there's no bed here. I was really hoping to, like, be able to sleep out the night. I know about the sleeping bag, because I know I'll get comments about that. I know about the sleeping bag. I'm just not using it. Not really... Because this way I actually have to, like... You know, and I try to prevent carrying a bed with me in general, too. Of course, that's going to change your spawn point, which can be dangerous if you break it, but... I kind of like being at least somewhat afraid of night instead of just sleeping it out every time. So, as long as the blood moon doesn't hit us while we're out exploring, we'll be okay. I think this might be one of those treasure... Oh, what's this? Agglebeemo. Ugh. Oh my gosh. And this is... Is this another dinky dungeon? I'm actually kind of thinking that could be what it is. Yeah, it's another dinky dungeon. Awesome. Maybe there's a waystone nearby. Aha. Oh, a velociraptor, or ventoraptor, or whatever. Yeah, that one's a Ventoraptor. Okay. These things drop feathers too. I can't remember if you can... I know you can ride Ventoraptors. I can't remember if you can farm them or not. Like, breed them. I'm not for sure. Okay. These places, are these the ones with the spawners? Yeah, in the corners. And it has the gold in the middle. Well, I think there's spawners usually in the corners of these towers. Maybe not. Or maybe there used to be. Yeah, there's not anything in this at the moment. And then upstairs takes us to these little areas on the towers. Okay, so if we head on inside then, I'm going to take the saddle and stuff. I've got a couple canteens. I don't really need any more. Don't need sticks. Oh, is this... No, this isn't the one with the throne room. I think that is the floating castles. Another Strider over there. Oh, but this looks like it might be a good place to just drop out the mount and just start riding. Oh, and there's some snowy mountains over here, so maybe... I honestly, though, I don't think dragons spawn on these kind of snowy mountains. Unless it's been changed. They didn't used to, but it means we might be headed towards maybe a snowy area, which would be cool. That's kind of like my one hope. I guess I could... oh, there's trolls. These are the Lycanites trolls, not the Ice and Fire trolls. They turn to stone during the day, though. So. Oh. This looks like a Lycanites dungeon. That's what this looks like. Yeah. These places could be pretty stout. And they're made out of all the Lycanites building blocks. Yeah, these are like Lycanite roguelike dungeons, basically. And this one's all built out of shadowstone. Oh. This one leads into a dragon lair. Oh, man. Or does it? Or is that just what the floor is made out of? No, this one actually leads into a dragon's lair. Oh, my God. And these are going to be filled with, like, Lycanites mobs. Okay. So that means there's a sleeping dragon right there. I'm not sure if I want to poke it though. There's one chest. Realistically, it's a good place to do it. Let's take a point into archery. Should have taken those first, but whatever. I could possibly pull this off. Oh my gosh. Because he can't see me because of where I'm at. And we could potentially get a dragon egg from this. I don't know. I mean, it's all chance, basically. But it is possible. Then we're going to have to dig down there and then clear the place out of mobs and everything. But there is a chest. I think there's only one chest. I think we kind of got shafted on that a little bit, but it's okay. I wish I could see its health. Not to mention there's a lot of emeralds and diamonds. I would love to find a waypoint near here so I could come back whenever we get like Fortune 3. Now the diamonds, I don't really have a lot of use for diamonds. But I do have a couple things in mind that I can use because there's some really expensive jewelry that you can make. And it would take me like 7 diamond blocks or something to make some of it. But it's super powerful stuff. I might actually take some points in stealth before too long too. I don't know. Did he die? Yeah, he's dead. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we got to get down there. And I guess... Whoops. Oh, that was scary, actually. It's like he's coming back to life or something. Okay. Yeah, my shade will take care of that guy. Okay, alright. So... let's see. Let me drop down... got 6 fire dragon blood. That should be fine. Oh, we got an egg. We got an egg. Haha. Ha. Okay. I'm making sure a creeper doesn't run up and just explode right now. That'd be terrible. And we got, well, we only got 17. Whenever you take the fire dragon blood, you do lose out on scales because of it. So just kind of a forewarning there. It reduces the number. If you keep gathering the blood, you won't get any scales. It'll actually just consume basically all of them. So that's why I took 6. It's a little bit more than what I probably needed, but that's okay. I might make a piece of armor, maybe a chest piece with that. Okay, cool. We got no loot out of this, basically. That's fine. I don't know. I really want ice dragon stuff. But maybe I should just... I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. If you don't have fire resistance, I would not use the fire dragon... the fire dragon blood. I wouldn't do it. That's because of the fact that, like fire aspect, you catch yourself... if you catch mobs on fire, they can then hit you and catch you on fire. And fire is bad in this pack. It'll eat through your limbs. But now that we have... now that we've got fire resistance, I might actually take it. I'd rather have ice, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Because ice slows mobs down. And, you know, it's the same raw damage. But, I don't know. I'm not going to dive into this place right this second. It should be daytime now. Okay, but I am going to mark this place. Okay, and the time on the video is getting long, so I'm actually going to end this out. I ended up having like 3 hours of footage, just me exploring, and I just left it running basically in case a dragon swooped out and killed me, or, you know, something crazy happened. But I did forget to show this on camera. I did equip this. Oh. I didn't realize this got crumbling quality. I'll have to look and see if I got a better one. But I did go ahead and equip him with diamond pet armor, a saddle, and chest. So, if you saw whenever I was in the dragon den, he had that blue on him because he's got diamond armor. Whoops. And what's funny is it says I need 16 agility to wear this, but he can wear it and it gives him the effect. So, but yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to end out this episode here. You notice I have some new equipment. We're going to get into that next episode. We're going to be doing some really big gearing up. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you then.